I never begged for love. But the day my own father looked me in the eye and chose my sister's third vacation over my son's life, I finally stopped bleeding for people who only saw me as a wallet with a heartbeat. My name is Elias. I was 38, standing in the doorway of the only home I'd ever built, watching my 6-year-old boy, Theo, curl into a ball on the couch because the pain in his chest wouldn't let him breathe right. The doctor's words were still ringing in my skull like a hammer. We need the deposit by tomorrow, or we lose the year slot. I dial my parents anyway, because that's what I'd been trained to do for 18 years. The phone barely rang once before my father's voice sliced through the line, dry, impatient, the same tone he used when the gardener left a leaf on the patio. Elias, we're tapped out. Your sister has 3 kids. She needs a more. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just felt something inside my chest folding on itself, quiet, permanent, like a door sealing shut forever. That call lasted 47 seconds. 47 seconds to erase every check I'd ever written, every late-night transfer, every just this once that had quietly totaled $850,000 over 12 silent years. I hung up without another word. My parents live in a house that looks like a magazine cover. Cold marble, perfect lighting, zero warmth. I know every inch of it because I paid for half the renovations. I know the exact spot in the dining room where my father's chair sits like a throne. I can picture him right now, scrolling the Excel file I sent 30 minutes later, the one titled simply "What I Gave You." I watched the read receipts light up like tiny explosions. 6:41 p.m. He opened it. He scrolled. And somewhere between row 347 and row 348, the man who once told me real men don't need help fell out of his chair. My mother's scream came through the speakerphone they must have put on. "Elias, what is this?" I didn't answer. I was already in Theo's room, pressing a cool cloth to his forehead, whispering that Daddy was fixing it. Because I always fixed it. That was my role. The quiet son, the independent one, the ATM that never complained. You want the beginning? Fine. Let's go back. I was 12 when I learned the family rules. My little sister, Selena, 2 years younger, opened a brand new silver laptop that Christmas. I opened a plastic calculator and a pack of number 2 pencils. My father smiled like he'd just solved world hunger. "You like math, right? This is practical." My mother leaned in and whispered the line that would follow me for life. "Be grateful. We don't raise entitled children." By college, the pattern was scripture. Selena got the full ride, tuition, apartment, meal plan, even a little convertible for her birthday. I got a handshake and the words, "You'll figure it out. You always do." I did. 3 jobs, night classes, ramen so often my roommate joked I smelled like chicken flavor. I graduated debt-free while they bragged about Selena's 4.0 and her bright future. Then I discovered I could turn dirt into dreams. Landscaping for the wealthy. Rooftop oases. Private courtyards that cost more than most people's homes. My hands created beauty while my family kept taking pieces of me. Every time their roof leaked, I paid. Every time Selena's emergency hit. New minivan, kitchen remodel, Maui trip I was never invited to. I wired the money before they even finished the sentence. I told myself it was love. I told myself I was the strong one. Until Theo was born 3 weeks early, tubes in his tiny chest, machines beeping like accusations. My mother sent a heart emoji. My father asked if I could cover their mortgage just this month. I said yes, because that's what the toolbox does. 12 years of yes, until the day the toolbox finally broke. After that phone call, I moved like a man underwater. I sold my stockpile of imported lighting fixtures. I took an emergency night job redesigning a hotel garden. I paid Theo's deposit myself. He got his surgery date. Then I sat down at 2 a.m. with every bank statement, every receipt, every property record I could pull. I built the spreadsheet the way I build gardens, precise, merciless, beautiful in its honesty. $850,000. Not a loan, never documented, just expected. I added one more tab, what you lose tomorrow. Monthly support, $5,900. Annual hole in their budget, $70,000. Highlighted in yellow, so even my father couldn't miss it. I attached it to a single email at 9:17 p.m. Subject: Financial summary and new boundaries. Body: This is every cent since 2013. I asked once for my son. You chose my sister. Effective immediately, the faucet is off. Communicate by email only. I hit send, turned off my phone, and slept for the first time in weeks without guilt. The next morning, my father opened the file at 10:06 a.m. My mother later screamed the exact time at me like it proved something. He reached the bottom. He saw the projected loss. And the man who taught me never to cry actually fell off his chair. I know, because the security camera at their front door caught the whole thing. I'd installed that camera 6 years ago. Paid for it myself. They never even changed the password. My mother called 12 times before I blocked them. Selena emailed, "You're punishing my children." My father wrote, "After everything we did for you." I replied to all of them with the same line. Please refer to the attached spreadsheet. Then I took Theo to the park. He ran for the first time in months, laughing like the weight of our whole family had finally lifted off his small shoulders. That night, alone on my porch with a whiskey I didn't drink. I stared at the stars I'd once designed gardens to frame, and I understood something brutal and clean. I didn't lose my family that day. I finally stopped paying them to pretend they were one. $850,000. That's what my childhood was worth to them. That's what my son's life was worth to them. So I did the only thing a man who designs beauty for strangers finally owed himself. I designed a boundary so sharp, so permanent, not even their guilt could climb over it. And I never looked back. If it were you, if your parents had quietly drained you dry for 12 years and then told you your sick child mattered less than your sibling's lifestyle, would you have sent the spreadsheet? Or would you still be the quiet one, still paying, still waiting for the love they never learned how to give? Drop your answer below, because I'm done being silent. And maybe, just maybe, you are too.